This is so minimalist. Can you tell what game I'm playing? Even though you clearly saw the thumbnail? Logic is great. Hi! I don't know. Welcome to EXP Gain. The show where you... Let's get down to the freaking brass tacks about this. We're playing the Ace Attorney trilogy. The Phoenix Wright games. Why? Because I've never played them before, so I think it'd be fun to experience it for the first time with you guys. Oh, yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Does this... The biggest thing that I have is sound effects and background music. I'm not seeing voice. I don't think there's voice acting in here. So I actually think that I'm gonna have to voice all these characters. Welcome to EXP Gain, the most monotonous, possibly annoying show on YouTube. Because if you don't like the sound of my voice, welcome to the club. And you're going to hear a whole ass, long ass fucking series of a bunch of these games where I'm doing all the voice acting for every character. Ugh, it's going to be terrible. But yeah, if you don't like voice acting, don't watch. But I've never played these games. I know absolutely nothing about them other than the objection meme. It's the only thing I know from these games. So this is a completely new experience. So, also, a little disclaimer, I know that some people are picky about if people on YouTube do, like, voices for game characters, because if it doesn't sound exactly like it does in their headcanon, then they get all pissy. Well, that's why I'm saying don't watch it if you don't like it. So if my voice for each character annoys you, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Alright, new game. Yep, we're playing the first one. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Sure, yep. Let's do it! I suppose I should have thought of what his voice is going to be from the get-go. Phoenix Wright. Oh, this is a sex scene. Nope, some just got murdered. She dead. Damn it! Why me? Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Alright, so what does he look like? Oh, it's like an older dude. I've got to find... Oh, Jesus! Someone like him. This is going pretty fast. I'll make it look like he did it. Okay. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Thank you. Now I can advance it at my own pace. Alright, so what voice are we giving Phoenix Wright here? It's got to be interesting and one that I'm not gonna get sick of. Although I'll probably get sick of all of them. So, what should it be? I guess Phoenix. All right, we'll make it easy on me, and we'll make Phoenix Wright the first ever character that I'm voicing on this channel, on this show. I'm gonna make Phoenix Wright just my normal voice, and we'll go from there. All right. All right. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Okay. She's got more of a bosom than I was expecting, and that anime girl does not match. The voice that I gave her does not match. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before the case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. That also seems like a conflict of interest. Or maybe I'm just an idiot and don't know the law. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. Okay, you made your point, dude. It's over. Oh, also, if I don't know who's talking, I'll use my normal voice. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Okay, so this is obviously a surfer dude. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. His name's Butts? Also, I thought Phoenix, Nix. All right, I get it. Wow, Butts. That's really funny. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. Okay. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Alright. Strike that from the fucking court record. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I feel like I should have made him like an old-timey detective voice, but whatever. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Oh, look at those heads rotating. Ah! The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. I feel like he's supposed to be played, like, kind of passively shitty to everyone. I don't know. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading, arms weak, mom spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Why, it's Larry Butts, of course. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. You'll boo fine. Everyone here is gonna boo you. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew. I know this one. I'm glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Oh, God. No, wait, I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here! Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name! Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I, just forgot, temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R button to check it. Oh, I love you gotta love those games where they break the immersion by saying, Son, I've been shot and I need you to go on an epic revenge quest. Find my murderer. To kill him, press the R button. I hate that shit. Why can't... I don't know. It's a minor inconvenience, but remember to check it off and do for me, please, I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? I mean, I know it already, though. Oh, no, I don't. Cindy's autopsy report. There you go, it's Cindy Stone. Cinder Block. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Court case dismissed. Phoenix Wright wins. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what this is not how court proceedings go. The judge doesn't just start quiz bowling everyone, and then if you get him wrong, he's like, oh, go find yourself a new lawyer. That's not how this shit works. I mean, I get doing it to me, but why is he doing it to the prosecution? Would you explain to the court what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue under the court record. Statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand.
Oh, that's Phoenix. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might... Oh, God, I'm actually going to have to pay attention? No! This ain't going to end well. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh, he's twitching.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped your ass?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30, the day before the... Okay, July 30th. I'm going to have to remember that. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Did? No way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. So she was a shitty model by that deduction. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Wow, this is a Nintendo game? Is this a Nintendo game talking about sugar daddies? Did they put that in the court record? Sugar daddies? Alright. Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Oh, yeah, I mean, the game's telling me I should probably do that, so stop him from answering. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question... He did the thing! Look, everyone, he's doing the thing! That question is irrelevant to this case, you motherfucker.
Ah! My one weakness, being called a motherfucker!
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating bitch. They really did just say she-dog instead of bitch. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going... Did I just skip line? Alright. Man, this game. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Go.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Those are the two options. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering? Well, no, have him answer. honestly. Otherwise, he's gonna get shit on later for it, probably. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. I love the thought of them just talking and Phoenix off to the side just making these grand gestures. Him just holding his finger out. And that face. That coiffed hair, that blown back hair like a cartoon explosion. Yeah, I was there. I went. Random discussion. Order! Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? that was me saying lying, not him. I was like, what? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? Can you do that? Can you just shove a witness off the stand and talk to a different one? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Well, shit. Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Oh. Okay. Now I gotta find a voice for this dude, and he looks like a creeper. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. That's gonna happen a lot. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Oh shit, we're going into lockdown. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving. Dead! Also not moving, I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I'm going to slowly morph this voice into James from Pokemon. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Yeah, fucking right. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Okay. All right. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony. Okay, so I was supposed to stop him from answering because the signal clearly didn't work. Incidentally, why hasn't the phone in the victim's apartment why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work? I love this face he's doing, this freaking insane clown posse face. Aren't phones I'm getting my voices all mixed up, and it's episode 1. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Peruse away. No, Mr. Wright. Yes, sorry, I was taking a nap. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Oh! How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with R. Yeah, I know how to do that. You beautiful woman. Cross-examination. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Alright. Hold on. Alright, I gotta think about this. I'm going to go ahead and say that I think he's probably going to say something about the power. He's going door to door selling newspaper subscriptions. Oh. Time of death, 4 to 5 p.m. Did he just say? There we go. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry when he left the door. But yep, strange. Sarah lying did. I thought to call the police immediately. Phone wasn't working, and he remembers the time 1 p.m. That means he's fucking lying. Hold it, motherfucker! 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m.? Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. I do have evidence that the time of death was fucking afternoon. Objection. You found the body at 1 p.m., you are sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Table slam. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at one. Ooh, I've got jokes, too. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that, Objection. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowett, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's really a good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. I don't know why I voiced her like a friggin' anime hero. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You sack of shit. Alright, he's gonna lie again. I have to take this line by line. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Really? There was a fucking blackout. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Alright, but can I contradict that? I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. You're damn right. I don't even have to go through all this rigmarole. I already know what this motherfucker did. Yup, I heard the time. It was probably coming from the television. Hold it! Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? What? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Yeah, I know. The witness has testified. He heard the time. Alright, so I have to wait. Yep, right there. We're going to present this blackout record. Objection, mother! Fucker! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Oh, fuck. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. I want the truth. Gah! The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sowett? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah! Well, wait, I remember now. Are we seriously still using this man's testimony? This is ridiculous. Mr. Sowett, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That and you seem rather distraught. Oh, his toupee flew off there for a second. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sowett. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. And tell the truth. Alright, let's hear it. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Alright, so hold on. And we're gonna take a break after this because I'm getting. Actually, we're gonna take a break right now. And I'll explain my reasoning in the next one. Let's just say I'm not sure if it's one thing or another. I'm not sure if he's saying like the clock is also. He said table clock that takes electricity, but I think the more credible thing is that I think he just implied that the clock was the murder weapon. Which, why the hell would he do that? He was clearly here for the opening statements. I don't know what. This dude's got a rock in his shoe and a stone in his brain. But we'll see what Mr. Sawa Jesse from Pokemon has to say next time.